Hey traders, CN Trader here. I wanted to go over a trade that I took on Friday, February 16th. What I originally attempted to videotape this trade live, and I had it going really nice, and I was pausing it for targets to get hit, and I was going to bring back the video, and unfortunately ran out of the day, and we had the weekend, and over the weekend my computer did an automatic update and lost everything, lost the video, so unfortunately, you guys are getting this in hindsight right now, but I wanted to make this video anyway because I thought it was a perfect opportunity to kind of discuss some of the price behavior that was going on at the time and why I got into the trade. It also demonstrated the patience that I had to have for at least a week for it to develop before I got involved with what I like to, some of the things I like to see. Now, this isn't going to go over every single little price behavior that I look at. You guys will just have to be patient and get that stuff over time with some of the videos I put out. But this is, I'm not going to go into a deep training of price behavior, but I want to demonstrate what I showed or what I saw here. So right now we're looking at pound Swissy. We're looking at the weekly chart, and of course you could see right where my entry is. You could see that there's so much nice structure on this weekly. And go back here. Beautiful pin bar here, comes back up. Battle comes out of there, comes right back down to the area, can't close below it, right back up. And then you can see over the last couple years, July 2016, uh, uh, June 2016, all this area, you can see the battles that have taken place. And then again in 2017, again here we finally get back up, we come down, we come down, we come back, and we come back to it. And so I want to go over the pattern that we see, some of the things I saw developing, and then the entry, where I entered, and a little bit of why I entered. All right, so we're going to zoom into this daily chart here, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. All right, so on a daily chart, you could see this battle in this area. Price comes down, just like the weekly, but you can see a little bit more on a daily. Some of the things that are going on a daily base, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, breaks down, comes back up and tests, can't stay above it, comes back down, little double bottom, comes up, comes down, comes back, can't stay above it, breaks down, comes back to it, little battle back and forth. Okay, you guys get the point. I've been stressing this on a lot of the videos, but more recently, you could see this area right in here. All right, and you could see they finally break out of this area, and give you a nice little pin bar, come back, come up, and then of course this is all the behavior that's been happening over the past week that was catching my attention. So we go down to the 4, and you can see we come down into this area. Let me go back to that. I had a box here. I think I accidentally took it off. Anyway, so here's this box right here. This is the buy zone. You can see price comes right into it, hits it to the pip. So let's see. Go back down to the 4. Oops. There we go. So you can see price comes right down to it. And what we have here is a nice 50% retrace from this swing high, this swing low. Looking for an AB equals CD if this gets broken. And you can see we come right down to it. You can see 150. We come right down to it. And it hits it to the pip. So I'm looking to get long. Did I have a limit there? No, I did not have a limit there. So what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to be patient. Be nice and patient, wait for something that tells me that we are in fact going to go higher. So, and you could start seeing all these little pin bars and wick bars and things are happening where price is coming down in this area, right back up, coming down, right back up, and you can see kind of break out right here, and then you start to see this develop. And you can see this little area right in here. And this was interesting because you could see price come down into here, close, and then it just shifts out of there, says see you later. Right? And then price comes down and they start to hit this area, We'll zoom in there a little bit. That's on a 4-hour chart. You can see them hit this area, All of a sudden, Dealers are working their book. They're not letting price come back down below here into this area here. It's not happening. They shifted out of that area, and now they're here. Right? They're not letting price come back in. So price originally came in on the 9th. I didn't enter till here. Now let's go down to a 1 hour chart and you can see it very similar. You can see that coming down, gets out of there. They're not letting volume come back in there. They're not letting price get back into this area. I did it again here actually too, right? And you could see this is where I got in the trade right here. And you could see they come down after hitting it. You can see them come down here, come up, come down here. It's like a little double bottom. They hit the area 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times roughly after shifting out of there, right? But they're not letting price come back down into this area. And so if we scroll down to a 15-minute chart, which is where I entered, you can see this is that same exact thing right here. But you see the little battle that's happening. All right, so price comes down, shifts out, price comes down, get a pin bar, price comes down, shifts out. You can see right here, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Dealers working their books, come up, back and forth, back and forth. Now it's time. See you later. And then, of course, they come up. And when they did this, I knew I had them. I knew we were going at least to target 1. They came back down here. They come back out in there and just wick out of there, give you a nice pin bar, and then see ya. They come back and they test that area again, right back up. And they do it again, back up. And then here it is. This would have been another nice opportunity for an entry. But you notice they're not letting price come back into this area now. And then they just shift out of there, right? And hit our target 1. Now this is our target 1. This is why you get the B portion of the pattern. Okay, but that's not the only reason why. I don't just arbitrarily put it at the B portion of the pattern all the time. I like to look at different areas where selling might have came in or structure, and you could see it. Look left, you can see the structure in here. See the structure, the little battles that take place. Structure right here, little battle that takes place. Structure right here, and you can see it further. If you go back further on a weekly chart and on a daily chart, you can see a whole bunch of structure looking left. So this was a reasonable area for price to come to and have a reaction, and you can see it's having a reaction today, where price came up into the area, and hit once, hit twice, and then came down, sold off. And if we zoom into this chart, and you can see, I put a line right here. We just came back to that. You see how price broke out. This was the high. Price just shifted out of that zone, broke out. They came back and they just tested it, bounced off it. And we'll see where price goes now. A couple of things I'm looking at. I'm looking for target 2. We got this nice little potential development that's taking place. You could take AB equals CD right into our target 2 area. You can even take it from here if you want. You know, AB from here equals CD. I like the first one I drew better. If you look at this, you can see we come down we come down to a 38. If we drop from here, we come down to a 50. But either way, we're coming up into this area here. You got a 175 extension up here, and you can see previous selling came in here. So there was some supply that came in. So that's what I'm looking for now. And if we do get into those areas, we'll take a look at what's happening. There's also some other patterns that are developing, some other things that are going on. I'm going to go ahead and clean this chart up. But that's all I wanted to go over. Wanted to kind of demonstrate some price behavior that I was looking for. Again, patience. We came in here. I waited a week, got my entry on a Friday, and I went ahead and I took the trade on Friday Fun Day, and it ended up paying out really nicely. About 131 pips so far, and we'll see where else we go from there. So I hope that helps. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, like it, and enjoy, have fun, trade your plan, make a great day, do your own due diligence, and may we all make bank, game-changing bank, the kind of bank that just makes you think and grow.